A warm welcome to you all to this session. Today, in this session, I will be discussing about the influence line for indeterminate beams. It was found the virtual work or virtual displacement method was the most convenient approach when sketching the influence line for various functions in statically determinate structures. A similar method can be employed when the system is statically indeterminate. The application of virtual work for determining the influence lines, both for statically determinate and indeterminate case, is known as the Muller-Breslau principle. Basically, this states that the influence line for a function will be represented by the deflection of the load line of the structure when a displacement is applied corresponding to that function. For the case of a statically determinate structure, the influence line will consist of a series of straight lines, whereas that for the indeterminate structure, it will be curved. So let us solve one problem of an indeterminate beam. They are asking to find out the reaction at the middle support B of the continuous beam. Draw the influence line for reaction at mid support B for the continuous beam shown in figure. Compute the influence line ordinate at every 1 meter interval. In this problem, they are asking to find out the reaction at the middle support B, which means RB. They have given a continuous beam. The length of the span AB is 5 meter and the length of the span BC is 5 meter. They are asking to compute the influence line at every 1 meter intervals. So let us solve the problem. Solution. First we have to draw the influence line diagram. So to find the reaction at the middle support B, the elastic curve will be like this as shown in figure. So initially, to draw the influence line diagram for RB, first we have to remove the support B. In this image, we can see I have removed the support B. Apply a unit load at B, which means RB, which is equal to 1. Apply a unit load at B. Determine the general deflection yxb at any x. Determine the general deflection yxb at any x. And then we have to find out the deflection ybb at B. The next thing we have to divide the both deflection yxb divided by ybb, which is the influence line ordinate at any x. So initially we have to find the reactions at RA and RC. Here we can see the beam is symmetrical because the span of AB is 5 meter and the span of BC is 5 meter. So it is a symmetrical. And then we have given a unit force RB, which is equal to 1 at the support B. So due to its symmetry, when we use summation of vertical is equal to 0, we will get RA and RC value as minus 0.5. Here we can see RA and RC, which is equal to minus 0.5. So the next thing we have to frame the moment equation. The moment equation is mx, which is equal to minus ei d squared y by dx squared, which means we have to take the moment about the x distance. Here we have two sections. The first section portion is limit up to 0 to 5 and then 5 to 10. So up to 0 to 5, the limit will be in the span BC, and up to 5 to 10 up to A to C. So first we have to take the moment about x distance. So the value of RC is minus 0.5. So minus 0.5 into this x. This is what I represented here, plus the value of RB is 1 into x minus 5. X minus 5 is the distance between these 2 points. So next one, minus ei d squared y by dx squared, which is equal to minus 0.5 into x plus 1 into x minus 5. In the next step, we have to remove the x minus value in this equation. So the minus 0.5x becomes plus 0.5x and plus 1 into x minus 5 becomes minus x minus 5. So this is the moment equation. So the next step, on integrating the moment equation, we will get the slope equation. On integrating d squared y divided by dx squared, we will get dy by dx. On integrating 0.5 into x, we will get 0.5 x squared divided by 2 plus constant c1 minus on integrating x minus 5, we will get x minus 5 the whole square divided by 2. On integrating this slope equation, we will get the deflection equation. So this is slope equation. Now we have to integrate this slope equation to get the deflection equation. Our aim is to divide the deflection at x distance, which means yxb all divided by ybb. So the deflection equation is very important. So by integrating the slope equation, dy divided by dx, we will get y. On integrating this x squared, we will get x cube divided by 3. 3 into 2 becomes 6. On integrating this constant c1, we will get c1 into x plus another constant c2. On integrating this x minus 5 whole squared, we will get x minus 5 whole cube divided by 3. That 3 and 2 becomes 6. So before framing this deflection influence line ordinate for the reaction at B, we have to find out the constants C1 and C2. Here we can see C1 and C2 are those two constants. Usually we need two boundary conditions to solve those two constants. So what are all the boundary conditions? At x is equal to 0, y is 0. Here we can see I have mentioned at x is equal to 0, y is 0. So as you all know that the starting point of x is at the support D, support C. In this support, the deflection is 0, which means at the support C, the deflection is 0. At x is equal to 0, y is 0. So this is the first boundary condition. The next boundary condition is at x is equal to 10. At x is equal to 10, which means at the support A. At this support, same the deflection y is 0. So the deflection y which is equal to 0. So by using these two boundary conditions, we can easily find out the value of C1 and C2. So first I have to substitute at x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in this deflection equation. I will get one constant and then by substituting this boundary condition at x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 0, I will get the another constant. So we can easily find out the C1 and C2 constant by using these two boundary conditions. So these two are the boundary conditions to find out the constants C1 and C2. So next we can frame the equation. So our aim is to find out yxb and ybb, and then we have to divide both to get the influence line ordinate for the reaction at B. So first I am going to find out the yxb. So very simple, in this equation we have to substitute. So this is the deflection equation. In this deflection equation we have to substitute y as yxb, and then after simplifying. So next one we have to find out ybb. So at x is equal to 5 distance, the y is ybb. Here we have to substitute at x is equal to 5 in the same deflection equation. So by substituting x is equal to 5 in the same deflection equation, we will get the value of ybb. So this is the deflection equation. In this equation we have to substitute y as ybb, and we have to give the value as x as 5, and also we have to substitute both the C1 and C2 values. So we will get the value of ybb, which is equal to minus 20.83 whole divided by EI. The next we can easily find out the influence line ordinate for RB by dividing the both displacement equations yxb divided by ybb. So this is yxb the whole divided by ybb. The EI and EI will get cancelled. After cancelling the flexural rigidity EI, finally we will get the equation which is the influence line ordinate for the reaction at B. So in this problem they are asking to find out the influence line ordinate at every 1 meter intervals. So starting point of x is 0, after that 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. So now we have to substitute the value of x in this equation. First we have to substitute x as 0 in this equation. We will get the value as 0. After that we have to substitute x as 1. So after simplification we will get 0.296. Then we have to substitute x as 2 and then we have to substitute x as 3 and then we have to continue this process up to 10 so that we will get the influence line ordinate for the reaction at B. Now finally we have to draw the influence line diagram. Here we can see the influence line diagram. First initially we have to give the x values in this diagram. So this is the starting point of x. Here the value is 0. The value of x is 0. Here the value of x is 1 meter and then here the value of x is 2 and then value of x is 3. Here the value of x is 4. At the support B the value of x is 5. And at this point the value of x is 6. This point the value of x is 7. Next point the value of x is 8. This point the value of x is 9. And finally the value of x is 10 at the support A. Now we have to substitute the influence line ordinate to the corresponding x values. Here we can see the value of this point, the influence line ordinate is 0 and at this point the influence line ordinate is 0.296 and at x as 3 meter distance the value is 0.568. Sorry, at 2 meter. At 3 meter the x value is 0.782. At 4 meter the x value is 0.994 and at 5 meter the value is 1 and at 6 meter the value is 0.994 and at 7 meter distance the value is 0.782 and at 8 meter distance the value is 0.568 and at 9 meter distance the value is 0.296. Finally at the support A the value is 0. So this is the influence line diagram ILD for the reaction at A. Hence by using the Muller-Breslau principle we have solved a indeterminate beam structure which is a continuous beam. Basically this states that the influence line will be represented by the deflection of load line. So in this method we have to apply a displacement corresponding to this function and we have to solve the statically indeterminate structure. Thus it will be like an elastic curve. Hope you all understand how to solve a statically indeterminate structure for influence line using the Muller-Breslau principle. Thank you all for your pleasant listening. Once again, thank you.